Well, after an interesting qualifying session and a short qualifying session yesterday, we arrive here for the main Grand Prix, which all the drivers are interested for, and all pressure goes down towards until it is the end of the race. And I'm sure the drivers will try and fight, try and get the race win. We are here in Saudi Arabia. Of course, there is 6.174 kilometers or 3.836 miles of this circuit, and the high speed, obviously quite a very fast track. 27 corners the drivers have to try and navigate until they can finish the lap time. You can see down towards turn number 1 we saw Hamilton versus Verstappen versus Ocon. They went 3 abreast and nearly ended in total contact. Down towards turn 21 and 22, so Mick Schumacher have a heavy crash, and he's very glad that he's okay. Down towards turn number 27, Hamilton versus Verstappen 2021, but Hamilton obviously trying to get past, and it ended in contact, which is unfortunate for him. 3 tyres for the drivers to pick for: soft, medium and hard tyres. Obviously the soft being the fastest, the hard being long lasting, and the mediums being pretty much both over balance. And we can finally get ready for here in Jeddah. Obviously we are all getting ready, and look to the lights, only 2 drivers on the grid. Note taking pole position after logo. He had the invalid lap, he tried to appeal it, and well, it's been a rule since 2021. If your character goes through the corner cart, then your lap don't count, even if you have 2 tyres on the track. Yes, we are all getting ready. Note on pole, logo in second, he's in game box, not sure where he is currently. And Power, after not attending qualifying yesterday, he starts 3rd place. For the silence there, we are going to unfortunately have a delay, a bit of a delay. We can't cut, we won't cut to the cars yet. Yeah, we won't cut to the cars yet. Obviously only 1 car on the grid, as a note's gonna change his tires. But yes, Pal, he DM'd me earlier saying that he has a master plan. He didn't say what the plan was, but yes, it'll be interesting to see what the plan is, and how he will be able to try and take what I believe is his 4th win or 3rd win in a row. Yes, it is 4th win in a row, and well, it'll be interesting to see how he will be able to take victory here in Saudi Arabia. Obviously a master plan. He started last, he didn't attend qualifying, so it will be interesting. Obviously around the tight street or the tight circuit of Saudi Arabia, it is quite difficult to try and overtake, so drivers will come up with plans, maybe even last second plans when they're closing up. Obviously you never know, you might make a plan before the race, and then the plan might not even work because something else has happened. Yeah. The grid slots are quite close together in terms of the length between like for example 1st and 3rd. They are quite close together, just like in I believe it was, not sure what race it was, I forgot what race it was. USA, I believe. Yes, USA. They were quite close, so it's similar to this. Obviously, Powell, bit under threat. He is 3rd, starting behind his teammate. Powell does have the better starts, probably the best starts in PRL. So, how will he be able to overtake Note and even Logo? Obviously, with the faster car, will he be able to get the jump on? Will he be able to get the jump on Note and try to take the lead down towards turn number 1? Turn 1 and 2 it's quite tricky to navigate. Obviously in qualifying, quite a few drivers are probably going off and stuff. But yes, turn one, turn two might end in collision. Probably most likely will end in collision, but we will find out. We will find out whether he can try and take the lead or will not be able to defend. Obviously, there is further delays as Logo cannot get his Roblox working, unfortunately. Um, yes, here we are, still on the thumbnail, unfortunately. We will be able to cut 2 Roblox, hopefully soon, and maybe we can get the formation lap underway. Yes, I mean, well, during this delay, let's talk about what's happened in the past few races. Let's talk about Miami mostly. Obviously, I couldn't attend Miami for personal reasons. Um, but yes, let's talk about Miami. What happened in it? Um, because I wasn't there, no one was able to do the lap time. So the drivers figure out, or how mostly does this. Um, it's pretty much whatever lap you go on. So for example, if it's 40 laps, I believe. 40 once the driver hits lap 40, it's the final lap. Once it hits 41, that is the race finish. And there was confusion yesterday, between Logo and Pal on whether who won the race. So, we only did post a YouTube video about it or a live stream, probably a YouTube video on who won. It was a 3 lap shootout, and I could say I did look at it, and there was lots of chaos, lots and lots of chaos indeed. Um, so Logo getting flung over the barrier, which was interesting. Um, and just more crashes. Obviously, Miami is a circuit which, like, you've only got very few overtaking opportunity. It's not like, for example, like Silverstone when it's wide open, or even like Baku where there's lots of 90-degree turns or very sharp turns that you can try and dive bomb. Miami is one of those circuits, and also Saudi Arabia, they're one of those circuits where most of the corners are high speeds, and you've only got really a couple overtaking opportunities. Obviously, turn 1 and turn 27 is one of them in Saudi Arabia. If you're feeling brave, you can even overtake through the fast parts of the circuit. It'll be interesting to see whether you will be able to do that and how brave they will feel trying to um trying to overtake through the fast part of the circuit. Whilst we're talking about this, um yeah, whilst we're talking about this, in 16 minutes, nearly 15, just in a few seconds, now 15 minutes time, the Formula 2 race been, would have started. Um, yeah, very interesting to see whether he will win Formula 2 quite close in the championship. Obviously, here in PRL, the championship has already been won by Harrison, claiming his second in a row, which is good stuff for him. Obviously, he's been dominating last season. It's been kind of a challenge trying to win it here this season. Obviously, trying to break some of his records. Power denied that. Power trying to win 4 races in a row, maybe even 6, whether he can win Qatar and Monaco. Logo looking for his first of the season. Note looking for his second of the season. They want to add wins, obviously, to their I don't know, profile, whatever. I guess whatever you want to call it. Um, they want to do whatever, and well, not obviously faster as the fastest car through the corners. That is probably the reason why he took pole. Uh, Logo's invalidation lap would have unfortunately um that would have at least taken him to pole position, but it was invalid. We did talk about it yesterday and stuff. Yeah, pretty much heartbreak for him, but I will try and get the image up. I can try to get two images up, maybe even three. Now let me just try to save the photo. Right, as we do try and get the stuff up, meanwhile, um, meanwhile, we're gonna continue waffling on until there is no more delays and we can actually start. I'm hoping that we can try and um get underway quickly, because I wanna at least get action underway in Saudi Arabia. Um, let me try to see if I can quickly go like that. Well, you can hear me there. But yes, just there will be no commentary. You won't be able to hear anything as I try to get this up. So give me about a few minutes. Right, now you can hear me. I've quickly just done that. Now we can try and get you up the image, which obviously, which would have at least, um, got logo poll. Now you can just shrink that. Here it is. Here it is. So you can see currently, you can see logo, pretty much two tires, well one tire pretty much on track, all three tires were across the white line, depending on how you want to see it as. But yes, it's been a rule since 2021, which well logo obviously joined later than 2021, so it's been a rule since 2021 that if your character obviously goes through, even if you have four, three, two, or even one tire on the track, and you then well, and you get invalidation, your lap is invalid. Obviously, um, it's unfortunate for him, because he would have at least taken pole position. As I get the image, I won't be able to get the image up, but I can get the qualifying results up instead. Here it is. Note taking a picture. Obviously, he always does that just to show the lap times. It was quite close actually. For the battle for pole position. Note obviously 44.729. Logo 44.799. So literally 700th is the gap between second and first. Quite close. To be fair, I'm sure we've seen closer in F1, well, PRL history. Sure we did anyway. If not, then this might have been the closest. But yes, as I said before, it's been pretty much the, well, not having the faster car through the corners, Logo having a faster car throughout the straights. So obviously it was quite close. Logo maybe faster through the corners. We haven't quite really tested that out, but yes, apologies for that. I'm a bit unwell currently, so yes, still commentating this race. Hopefully, I do get better throughout the race. But yes, continue talking about what has happened um throughout the weekend. Obviously, Notes getting the pole position. He can finally get pole position. And no good penalties or any of that this time round. for any drivers ahead. He got pole position himself, and well, Miami he didn't attempt. Mexico he was close to winning. Obviously, he had the penalty, and he did give it back. So yes, unfortunate stuff for him. Chicago, um, yeah, pretty much the same thing. USA similar thing as well. He wasn't in contention of winning. In Chicago, USA. So yeah, Mexico qualifying. The main qualifying session was quite close actually. Only a few attempts was a gap. Logo unfortunately was out. Alfa Romeo lost 7 million in the process of that. I believe yes they did. Nice. We continue waiting for Logo. As well, I think might as well just take you. Oh, that right. Yes. Let's take you to the cars in Saudi Arabia. You can see Pal running to his car. McLaren have a special suit this weekend. They've got the old style suit, obviously. So it'll be interesting to see how that would go for them, and well, whether they will be able to take race victory. Obviously, um, yes, it will be very interesting to see whether they will be able to take race victory. If not, then Logo would have been taking his first main Grand Prix victory, not sprint race, his main Grand Prix. And yes, we do have an announcement. Logo will not be taking part for issues. He did say for us just to start, and the formation lap can finally get underway here in Saudi Arabia. And it will be a McLaren versus McLaren. Will Powell be able to take 4 victories in a row, or will Note deny that and get his second of the season? Is the question. Logo saying good luck to everyone. We've only got 3 rounds remaining here in this season, and we got Qatar and Monaco, but we'll firstly have to go through Saudi Arabia and find out who will be the winner. Obviously, McLaren will be taking points in constructor. They've already won the constructor. The constructor championship has unfortunately not been updated because Housen isn't here. But yes, notes onto the main straight to line up for what will finally be, after what was a long delay, will finally be, as I will just quickly rejoin to get menu up, the spectator menu up, as now you can see I can confirm that Note will be not Note, Pal will be starting in the pit lane um rather than and then Note will be by himself on the grid. So it will be almost like Hungary 2021 with Lewis Hamilton and everyone else pitting. But now I've got the spectator menu. Now we can finally go back to the track and we can start this race finally. Here inside the Babel, the lights are on. And the action begins here in Saudi Arabia. Note going off the line by himself down towards turn number 1. Power waiting at the pit exit. He can get on the way, but currently Note is leading and all nearly flipping round on 2 wheels momentarily. Through the fast section we go now. Will Power be able to close him? But Note currently at the front with a advantage currently. Ignore that, it's not 51 seconds. But yes. For now, it's a boring race. for now, well, usually the starts are quite chaotic. Unfortunately, Logo isn't here. We would have had action, but unfortunately he isn't here. And well, now Note at the front in the lead, and he's pitted straight away. I'm not sure why, but that will mean Power will take the lead of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix and will be leading down towards turn number one at the end of lap number with 2 or 3. Onto lap 4 we go now. Through the fast section we go. Power trying to navigate his way. No practice for him, really. Um, didn't attend qualifying. Don't think he did any practice. So this is pretty much his first time driving around the circuit after maybe a year, maybe 2 years. I'm not really sure. But yes, he's navigating um his way through towards turn number 27 and the final corner onto the main straight to go onto lap 25 of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, and this race has really calmed down, really. Um, very much calmed down. I was wanting a exciting race, but we've got this, and with a Note, we'll be able to try and close in the gap. Only 8 seconds. Will he be able to close it in by the end of this lap, or will Power be able to run away with this? He did say that he had a master plan. Not sure if that master plan has probably changed now. So we go towards turn number 27, and Power's plan was just to pit in the pit lane, and that is mandatory pit stop done. So let's hear from Power.
Yeah, it's really hard driving the circuit, honestly. Like, this car just does not want to correspond at all. It's just not nice. I just can't really turn. It's like impossible to turn.
Leave Power on the radio saying that it is hard to try and navigate his way through the circuit. It is hard to navigate for any driver really. Obviously, first time driving on a circuit, don't know where to brake really, and he has gone very wise. Very lucky that there is space there. Otherwise, he would have hit the barrier. 6.1 seconds was the gap between him and Notes last lap. What will it be now? I think the gap has extended 7.2 seconds. So, yes, Notes might have made a mistake on that lap time. Not really sure what would have happened there. Um, yes, sorry for the silence. Yeah, currently very boring race. For now though, it won't be born for the whole race. Very luckily, a gap has closed in though. We did see Pau hit the barrier. That would have costed them quite a lot. Over the line now, it was 7.2 seconds last lap. It's now closed in to 3.8 seconds, and unless Note has made a mistake, he's got 3 corner cuts currently. But throughout this section, Note is faster. To be fair, he's got more speed, he's got more downforce on the car, so he's got even more pace around this circuit. It would be interesting to see through Monaco as well. Qatar, it will be very close. To be fair, there's lots of high speed corners, but also there is lots of long straights. So it'll be pretty much in a mix, really. Monaco, not really, no questions really asked. Like, the number 4 car will be the fastest car, and note currently losing 3 seconds on that lap. Yeah, he did make mistakes. He did hit the barrier. So yes, currently very boring race in my opinion. Um, wasn't really planning. Wasn't really hoping for this kind of race, unless Power obviously makes a mistake. Be interesting to see how This one will go through turn number 27, goes Pow. Go to the main straight we go now. And this is really like at the end of Chicago where it was Pow versus Note. Obviously the gap was bigger, but Note trying to close in the gap. He's got four corner cards currently. Um, well, Pow navigating his way through the fast section. Note also himself. Let's look at fastest lap times currently. Not currently going 9 tenths faster through the first sector. I think it'll be more interesting to see as I cannot. There we go. Finally. Yes. Note currently going 2 seconds faster through the second sector. 2.001 seconds to be exact. And 2 seconds overall. So the gap is closing in ever so slightly now. And note, obviously, more practice around the circuit. He should know where to brake and start faster through the first sector. Note is closing in now. And this is more of me commentating on the qualifying session rather than the race. But look at this. They're so close on the circuit currently. And will Note be able to overtake or even force Power into an error, or will Power bring in his master defense skills? On Note, obviously these two are teammates. In comes Power for the second pit stop of the race. Not over the line. He will take the lead of this race. Apologies, I have to mute or even go silent. That is me yawning. Just woke up about 2 hours ago. So yes, Pow out onto the circuit once again. Let's see how this one will go for him. Yes. Yeah, we continue on towards turn number 27 with Note. 7.2 seconds is the gap. I might have extended. In comes Note for his second pit stop. And, well, Pow will come across the line to take the lead. Actually, this might be close. Another pit exit, and Pow does get ahead. But the gap is close, however. As Note trying to close in, he tries to cut the corner to try and gain more time. Lap 13 out of 50 or 13 out of 49. Note's trying to dive it down the inside, and oh dear. And just riding pretty much on Pow. What on earth is going on? He's flipped. He has flipped, trying to dive it down the inside, and it has ended. It's his heartbreak stuff for him. Obviously, trying to dive it at a corner which you don't really see too many dive bombs, but yes, he's tried it, and no, now he knows that he shouldn't really go down inside. Next time. Yes. Continue on. Navigating through. More as oh, there he's hit the barrier, and well, he's gonna continue on until it's a final lap. 8.1000 seconds is currently the gap between him and Pow in the lead currently, obviously not trying to close in. Looked very good through that through those corners there. He's gone 6 tenths faster through the second sector. On the final corner, he seems very fast. Let's see how much he's gained. It's been 8.1 seconds. He's lost 6 tenths. Obviously, I think he might have hit the barrier somewhere. But yes, we continue on navigating through this section. He's hit the barrier again. That's the thing about this circuit. That obviously, if you try and well, if you turn in too early, the wall is literally right there. It's not like Qatar where you turn in too early and well, you just face yourself with a one-off or something. No, it's not like that inside the paper, and neither it is in Monaco as well. If if you turn in too early, you're gonna lose time because you're gonna just either brush the wall or even hit the wall as we saw Note do. Um, through this section again. Note looked very good through turn number one, and he's hit the barrier again. That's what I'm saying. If you turn in too early, the barrier is literally just there, and well, you're gonna hit the wall, which is the unfortunate part of this track. The fortunate part of this track is that it's very satisfying if you can nail it right. Um, through the second sector he goes, 6 tenths faster, and he's hit the barrier again. Tires are surely fading away very soon. He's weaving around, trying to get temperature in the tires. Around the final corner he goes now, and oh, tricked me. Basically, I thought he was gonna pit for a second, but instead he's gonna stay out. Tires might not be fading away anymore. We'll see when the tires are brand new. This is for me, mostly, and especially in Formula 2. I'm not sure about any other drivers, well, especially in F1 as well. I'm not sure about any other drivers, but whenever you put on new tires, it's almost like it's quite difficult to drive. To be fair, and once the tires, once it's like 3/4 down, that's when the tires really do turn on, and that is when you pretty much get the most grip. My feeling, it does work. It does work for me, and others I'm not sure. As Notes does get the fastest lap, and he goes 1 tenth faster ahead of Powell. 4.9115 seconds is the gap currently. Not feeling 100% today. So, if I do make mistakes, apologies. Notes currently improving through the first sector. He really is trying to close in this gap. And see, in the process of trying to close in the gap, you do hit the wall and stuff. I think Palmer might have hit the barrier coming out of turn number 27. So let's see cross the line whether Note can track extend. No, he cannot. 3.7 seconds is a gap, so not closed in as much as he did last lap. Through this section we go again. Let's go on board with Powell right now. Wow, the bank. He's invalidated, unfortunately. Note through the first sector. He's currently keeping it in the 16s, in the 16 seconds. How about the second sector? Let's look at the difference currently. 13.1 through the second sector for Powell, and Note goes 1.1 seconds faster. There is Note in your picture currently. Round turn 27 we go now. Note is closing in ever so slightly, and Powell pits. So will Note, so they are double stacking currently. Note changing his tires. Powell changing his tires. Out goes Powell. Out goes Note, and onto the circuit we go now. The gap will maintain, really, unless Note can close in. Look at this, he has closed in, and don't think he will have a go, maybe round the outside, and oh, he's into the barrier. He's into the barrier, and he's misjudged his braking point, and instead of trying to make an impressive move, he's ended up in the barrier, but he's somehow gained all the time back, which is unbelievable. That is literally the advantage of having the faster car through the corners at tracks at Saudi Arabia and Monaco. He brushes the wall at tracks like Saudi Arabia and Monaco. If you have the faster car throughout the corners, that is a massive advantage for you, because pretty much you're faster than the car, which has probably been dominated throughout the whole season. But that's only because they've got a faster car throughout the straight, not the corners. They might be struggling through the corners. As now, 1.3 seconds gain for Note. Note looking for a second victory this season. Powell looking for his fourth in a row this season, which will be his personal best. We continue on towards turn number 27 for the 21st or even 22nd time. Note really does love brushing the ball down towards turn number 27. Not sure whether he will want to continue doing that. He's losing time. Look at this. Power obviously not knowing the racing lines and stuff. Notes knowing the racing lines, so that's an advantage. He goes airborne, he tries to dive it down the inside once again, and oh, he's ended up in even more contact once again. And look at this. He's pretty much just riding on Pal, but he's very lucky that he did not flip around there. Very lucky. I think if any other driver did that, then they would have flipped around doing some gymnastics stuff with the car, obviously, which I don't think any driver wants. But on to lap 23 out of 50, nearly halfway. As no trying to overtake, can you get the overtake done? He's all four wheels off the track. Let's hear from Powell.
All four wheels, all four wheels. I know he's on the VC. You got to try and message him because, well, yeah, that's fucking ridiculous. He's gonna just now run off of it, you know. Pointless now.
He no is in a
He knows
VC.
he's all four wheels off. He knows.
No is in a VC. Even I did see that it was all four wheels on off the track. So he is gonna have to give it back. No questions asked really. He will have to give it back. It was quite clear that it was all four wheels off the track, and obviously if he doesn't give it back, then it'll be a punishment for him. But well, the FIA are saying that he has to give it back, to Powell, and yes, he is slowing up, luckily, as he does brush the wall and tries to let Powell through. He does let Powell through, and now they can continue racing. And that is the hard part of the circuit. That is the unfortunate part or thing about the circuit, is that there's no overtaking opportunities. You have to risk it pretty much and hope that you are not only four wheels on track, or at least you keep a tire on the track, but also you do not, three things. You aren't all four wheels off the track. You aren't make a collision with the car ahead, like before, as you've seen. No, try diving it down the inside and then contact, as we just see once again. And three, obviously, when you do overtake, that it doesn't end in a crash. But yes, we continue on. We navigate through the next part of the corners. Notes gaining currently. Powell brushing the barrier, and will that let Noah have an opportunity as contact between the two McLaren teammates? But no, did make it on the track. He did make the overtake on the track. It will probably most likely be a lag crash. On my screen, obviously, he did go through him. I'm sure others not might have been ahead. Powell probably not went through him. But yes, no radio from Powell, and no complaining from Powell, which means that, well, he might have been complaining that he did crash, but he does pit this lap. He might have been complaining that no, it didn't make him crash, but it was all four wheels on track, so it was a legal move. It was a good move. Obviously, Powell hit the barrier, and it did allow the other McLaren driver, the car number 4 driver, to get past. But now he has to face pretty much what I believe is his weakness, really, which is pressure. He's gonna have to try and maintain the pressure, and whether he can stay out of the rules. Into the pits he comes once again. Not sure how many times they're gonna pit this race, but out onto the circuit he comes, and he can stay ahead. Let's hear from Powell.
He was well speeding. I was alongside him, and he's just absolute gaining.
We will look at that, whether he was speeding or not. I'm gonna pit this. Let's look currently.
He was just gaining down on the straight. Like, I'm going flat out. He's just starting to gain. It's quite obvious.
If I will look at it, obviously, yeah, well, it's quite a hard thing to pretty much, try and, obviously do as what's happened. I think Pal might have made a major mistake. The gap has opened up quite a lot. But let's look at it again. So Note comes out of the pit, out of his box, and well, it seems out on my screen he was well, pretty much well ahead of Pal. So I'm not sure where he gets obviously on in his screen it might have been alongside, but on my screen I'm looking back on the live, and it does pretty much look like that he was maintaining the speed. He wasn't speeding up or anything. Um, yeah, really, the only time he sped up was at the pit exit. So unless Powell could find any proof or any of that, of him actually speeding up well, pretty much if Powell can't find anything, you can report the incident. Note can obviously for evidence. Let's hear from Powell.
A corrupt FIA as usual. Fucking corrupt. You saw he's just gaining and gaining and gaining. I don't think I was going 90 down the straight. I'm not being funny. He needs to fucking get his mind out of his head, mate. Fucking hell.
Oh.
Well, I guess it's fucked because he takes me out and then fucking decides to speed. Wonderful.
Not being as corrupt really. On my screen, he did seem like he was going maintain. He was just going same speed. Doesn't seem like he was just going full speed really. My screen, but yes, obviously, if Had does want to report it, then he can report after the race. Unless obviously Note can find evidence. I believe he does have Twitch, so I could try and check um on his screen whether or his point of view whether um he was going fast or not. Hoping that we can try and find his Twitch. And oh no, into the barrier. He's gonna lose time on that. Pow is quite far back. Let's hear from Pow.
Cars, but autopilot's in now. The fuck? It's not done this all race. Now every corner it's just decided to turn right on itself. Has it just done right there? Fucking hell, what's this doing? Why is it turning right? Yeah, something's happening to my car. Something, Shay's fucked it up. Fucking wonderful.
Oh, okay. That is. I, no one's really touched the cars really. I've been spectating Notes pretty much the whole time. Um, yes. Note hitting a barrier as well. I've lost lap quite a few times as we tried to find out a clip. On whether we could see if he was really speeding or not. But yes, he is hitting the barriers currently. Um, yes. Through my point of view, he did pretty much seem like he was going main. He wasn't speeding up really on my screen. Um, I'm not sure whether not sure on Power's POV. Not sure if it was lag that was again Note ahead or something. I don't know. My screen, Pow was pretty much quite far back, and Note was just I don't know. Don't really know much. Yeah. Let's hear from Pow.
Yeah, mate. If you look at the pit lane, I've just stopped my car and it decides to do a 360. What the fuck is this? Honestly, why? Oh, fuck off. I give up. It's just every time Mexico, my car randomly flipped every corner. This race, for some reason, it starts flipping on its own. Why? Why do I bother? Fuck's sake.
I don't. Oh, I don't even know what the issue is really. To be fair, I haven't had this kind of issue previously in Saudi Arabia. I haven't touched the cars at all. The only thing I've touched is obviously me doing notes in the studio. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I haven't really touched the cars at all. Um, this weekend. Or, no, I haven't touched the cars at all. This weekend. So yeah, not sure what on earth is going on with Power's car. But yes, we continue on through lap on lap 35. 15 laps remaining in this race. The race is closing in currently. With 50 laps, drivers have to try and navigate 27 corners of this very tight circuit here in Jeddah. And well, Powell will need pretty much a miracle really. Note currently his tires are maintaining his tires currently. He's maintaining his tires. Note. And we continue on through the next couple of corners, and Powell currently navigating his way through still onto next part of high speed corners, and well, note as well, he is closing in on Powell. Powell hits the barrier. Um, yes, not sure when Note is gonna pit. Tried to pit. I knew he wasn't gonna pit, because he would have hit the barrier instead. But he is one corner car away from getting a 5 second penalty. Power is 4 corner cars away from a 5 second penalty. Yes. Power needs some kind of miracle here. Whether Note flips somehow and ends up in the barrier. The barriers are quite high up currently. Yes, the barriers are very high up, pretty much. I mean, just look at that. Pretty much, you need probably maybe 3 cars. Is the height of the barriers. 3 of these cars. Maybe 2.5. I don't really know. Um, yes, continue on. 1 and 2, and on to towards the bank corner, some would say. And no is approaching Power currently for blue flags. Leave as now no let's see from Power.
There's like a hole in the middle of the track now. What the fuck? There's like a hole. Makes no sense. Oh Jesus! Why is he stopping in the middle of the track? Wasn't even at the braking zone. Yeah, there's just like a hole, like just appearing everywhere from my screen. What the fuck's this? We'll have like a server restart. Right there, turn 2. Fucking hole there. I have to go wide. There's also a hole. Yeah, it's just holes everywhere now on my screen.
Power saying that there is yes, Power currently reporting that there is holes on the track currently. On our screen there is none. Yes. So Power has to go wide through turn 2. Let's see about Note. Yeah, nothing on Note. Note doesn't have to go wide, really. So I believe there's just something going on with Power. Maybe issue for Power. I don't really know much. There's obviously no under investigation for speeding in the pit lane. On my obviously FIA hasn't made decision now because pretty much I looked back on the screen and he just looked like he was just going just not that fast. He just maintained the speed. I don't know. We still need obviously his point of view. As now blue flags for Powell. As Powell trying to dive it down the inside and he's just ended up into the wall. So yeah, I don't. Well, on our screen there is no holes or anything. Um, let's say from PAL.
Yeah, it's gonna be a red flag, surely. Just glitched my car now, going 32 kilometers. Unless there's an issue, I need to jump out, jump back in. But there's like holes everywhere. It's just like, why not red flag? But as soon as Jay has holes, oh yeah, now it's apparently it's red flag. Fucking corrupt. You need to just red flag and fix the issue. You already fucked up Logo's race. Now you're fucking up mine. All because you want a good race for the live stream. You need to fucking make it work. Okay, now.
I don't even know what. Power reporting that there's holes on the circuit. My screen there is no holes. Note does not report any holes. So it's pretty much an issue for PAL currently. Because right now it's like, well, don't really know what to really say. There is no holes on my on my screen. I've never, well, during my racing here at circuit or even in any other circuit, I've never had any holes on the well, on the circuit. I've never really reported it, obviously. Um, so not sure. Um, well, unless Power can obviously show us proof that there's holes, then we'll red flag it. Whether he can take a picture or not, I don't know.
Jay, I'm not being funny. Remember Sochi season 1 where it was only your screen that was glitching, well, that wasn't glitching, and apparently then all of a sudden it was we had to like cancel it for like for 1 weekend and have to change it. Why is my car drifting over there now? What the fuck?
Well, oh, unless, well, how? Well, well, I'm asking Pal to send a picture of the hole, and if there is a hole that where he where he reports, my God, where he reports that there is um a hole, then we'll obviously red flag it. If there isn't, then, well, then it won't be a red flag unless Pal can actually provide us proof.
Did you just see my car fly there? I drove through one of them to show you, and apparently that's still not proof.
Let me see.
I'm just gonna drive over them all and see if I'm flying. There we go. There's another flying one, and there's another flying. So yeah, that's all I can show, really. And apparently, still that won't be enough proof because it's corrupt, isn't it?
Pal's car was not flying there.
Yeah, mate, you're just lying now. You know you're lying.
Nope, I'm being serious. You can look back on the stream and stuff.
Blind, you are blind as fuck.
Look back on the stream. It's not flying on my screen. I'm not sure what the hell. Right, power flips. Um, so yes. Wasn't really concentrating there, really. Um, now power is going slowly and he stopped on the circuit. Um, unless he can get going, there will be a red flag. Not still leading. Haven't heard the radio from Power yet, and if there's an issue.
Yeah, it's just now on like 000 everything. Something's clearly wrong with my car. And well, yeah, red flag surely. Let's get it going.
Well, try jump out and jump back in, please.
Yeah, it's like first gear only. That's it now. Yeah, I think server restart would just do 2 laps. Shoot out. That's what it's gonna have to be. It's happened before where you've had issues, but no, apparently it'll be all fake. Yeah, wonderful.
Right. It will be a red flag. Yes, it will be a red flag. We will get the server restarted. Now we cut to me. We'll do that, and well, it will be 2 laps. Right. Now we are back. Just maintain on that. I don't know what happened in this race really. Power's reporting that there's holes, and my screen there is literally nothing. He's saying that he's flying when it goes over. My screen he isn't, so yes. Right. Now we can cut back. Right. Now we can cut back to this. There will be 2 laps. Try to find out who is the winner. I'm just very confused. What is going on now? I'm pretty much speechless. Pretty much. Well, the server's restarted now, so if PAL complains or anything of that, if you report out there's holes, there's 2 laps on the board to find out who's the winner. Including what they were doing. But yes, well, the cars are lined up currently. We're all getting ready to start again for the second restart. Here, inside Arabia, will Power try and risk it? The lights are on currently. Here inside Arabia. And it actually begins for the second time in Saudi Arabia. That is a brilliant start for Note. He's already in the lead as Pau tries to go down the inside. Pau loses out. He had a decent start, but Note maintains the lead as we go through the far section. And he hits a barrier. Can Pau try and close in over the next parts of corners? As there is now lots of pressure until the end of the race. Can Note try and maintain the lead, or will Powell try and make a move down towards whatever corner really? As well, 2 laps to sort this out. We are going to go on to the final lap now. Towards turn number 27 we go. And round the final corner, final lap for Note. Can he maintain the lead? Will Powell put lots of pressure on Note? Lots of pressure for these 2 tires. Lots of tension building up. But no! Note as Powell in the background has spun. Something's happened to him. But the gap has opened up massively. And now Powell needs some kind of miracle to try and win this race. Note is currently on to winning. Unless there is some kind of mistake currently for Note. who is on to winning for the second time this season. He's moved. He has had to settle for second, for third, for all season long. He moved from Mercedes to McLaren, and he has been a contender at the front. And for the second time this season, no, we'll be able to finally have that feeling of winning. And he wins the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And, well, what a race that was at the end. Well, I'm not really sure what on earth happened there. Powell obviously making the mistake. Um, having making the mistake that costed him massively. The gap would have been close, but yes, they will be going side by side. Um, together. Hopefully, I was hoping that they went side by side. Um, but instead it just seemed like that. Just seemed like, well, Powell obviously, hopefully he's congratulating Note on the second victory over Power having to settle for second place obviously after the server restart. And well, unfortunately logo wasn't here today. Obviously server issues. That's what the delay was. That was what the delay was, unfortunately, and it was unfortunate for him that he had to obviously settle. Well, he had to pretty much not race is what he had to do. As now the drivers are all gonna go up to the top. As oh yes, I did unfortunately forget the podium. Now we try and stay up with the drivers. Out of the elevator we go. But yes, unfortunately there will be right, so we are back. Ow. We are back currently. Um I could try and make a very quick I could try and make a very quick well, there will be no national anthem as power left. But yes, here is your winner currently. As he goes up to the second floor, unfortunately no one is there and no one is on the third floor. So that is pretty much it. Here in Saudi Arabia. What a chaotic race that was. Especially towards the end, Powell obviously reporting that he had holes on the circuit, which Lot could obviously investigate or report, but I'm sure he won't because he's got his second victory of the season. He can finally celebrate, and well, it'll be interesting to see how they will do going into Qatar, especially for the qualifying session. It will be a sprint weekend in Qatar, so it'll be interesting to see how the drivers will do over there and who will be able to take victory. As you can come join us to watch the stream together, and well, I'm sure we will see you there. So thank you.